When your city council votes to defend police brutality, you know your city council is corrupt. And they probably have a lot of stuff to hide. And the Fayetteville City Council has voted to defend officers accused of police brutality against a 56-year-old woman who was brutalized during a traffic stop.
5:30, several Fayetteville police officers are accused of police brutality in a lawsuit related to a 2020 arrest. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. City leaders have agreed now to provide the legal counsel for these officers. WRL Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays talked with city leaders who explain why they made that decision.
Well, this lawsuit is 23 pages long. It names several Fayetteville police officers, former police chief Gina Hawkins, and Mayor Mitch Colvin. There's a 56-year-old woman who says she was brutalized by police 4 years ago. The lawsuit.
These cops should be required to get their own counsel or their own lawyers, unless they're too poor to afford their own lawyers. Just like any normal person who is either doing suing or being sued, they would be required to hire their own lawyer or, get state representative if they were too poor.
The lawsuit was filed in December of last year. 56-year-old Sheila Lee says she was pulled over because officers said the license plate on her car was fictitious. She says she was severely injured when the officers pulled her from the car. Eventually, 5 officers arrived at the scene.
A woman this age.
Yeah, wow. There needed to be 5 cops to take in a 56-year-old woman. That is insane. But it's just like when, cops need to gang up to take in or to take down or arrest, a 5-year-old kid or anything like that. Cops just love to gang up on people when there's no need for there to be numbers.
You need 5 officers to really be able to handle her in this way. It's difficult for me to comprehend, which is why I'm so interested in seeing the body cam footage that we have about this.
The lawsuit claims the officers cut Lee's seatbelt and threw Miss Lee onto the cold pavement and into the mud, knocking out her front teeth, re-injuring her shoulder, hurting her knee, and pulling her clothing, exposing her body to the elements and the view of bystanders. It also claims Lee's mouth began to fill with blood from allegedly being punched by an officer. When she spit it out, an officer claims she spit on him, so they put a mesh bag over her head. The lawsuit says this spit mask caused the blood from her mouth to pool inside it and interfered with her ability to communicate with anyone.
These cops treated her like she was just some kind of animal or like an extremely violent, felon or something. That's just insane how cops will go from 0 to 60 in a matter of moments over them escalating things.
Officers named in the lawsuit asked the city to provide legal counsel for them.
I would like to move that we authorize the request for legal representation and petition the court for disclosure of the body cam footage.
Council members unanimously approved the request. However, Benavente, who is also an attorney, knows resolving this case may not be the end.
At the same time, we know that whether we provide attorneys for our officers or not, there's always potential that they can come back and sue the city again.
So this lawsuit is calling for a jury trial. Now it's up to the city council and the city's attorney to determine if this case goes to court. In Fayetteville,